Hey guys, I know probably about an hour ago, maybe a little bit more than an hour ago, got done watching that national championship game, and hey, you got to give a shout out to Florida State for winning that national championship game and being the last team to win the BCS championship uh game, since that would be the end of what we call it. So, but they're getting ready to go to this playoff system. So, of course, the game was kind of wild and crazy. Uh, I give much respect to Auburn. I thought, to be honest with you, I did not expect the defense to play like the way they did against Florida State. I thought Florida State was going to run through them like ridiculously. I did say to somebody a few weeks ago, if Auburn was able to rush for 200 yards against Florida State, it would be kind of close. And I wasn't even thinking because it was so tuned in the game. But I know Mason had over almost 200 yards. He almost had 200 yards rushing himself. I know Nick Marshall, he didn't have a bunch of rushing yards, but he had a good bit. So I'm pretty sure they went over 200 yards rushing. And again, the defense played a little bit better than I thought. And much respect to Florida State. That's being just well coached and well disciplined as well too, for them to come back in the final seconds to win that game. I know it went back and forth in that fourth quarter just a little bit with the kickoff return for a touchdown and Auburn coming right back. And then for the first time really all season, we had some adversity. Yeah, Jameis Winston, he was rattled. I'm not going to lie. He was rattled early in that game since Auburn got to him a little bit. But you got to think about it with all great quarterbacks. I don't care how good a quarterback you are, and just pay attention to the NFL playoffs as well. If you see either Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, if they get rattled, hey, they're all human. It gets frustrated back there. And to be honest, Jameis Winston, it probably wasn't his best game of the season, but he showed poise too for being not just because being a Heisman Trophy winner, but just real good poise and just being that competitor and now a champion. He drove 80 yards down the field and got the game-winning score. So that was one thing that really impressed me because, let's be real, I mean, Florida State fans, you could basically turn the game off when you watch the game this season, well, before the halftime because it was basically a wrap. But yeah, that was the first time they had some adversity. I know Winston mentioned they went to adversity all season, maybe against themselves, but when they were on the field, they really didn't. So that was probably the only thing I would disagree on with what he said as far as they've been to adversity. Not really, because they were pounding teams all season long. I mean, the only close game they had was against Boston College, who not in a way, like Auburn, they were able to run the ball. So that's what happens when you go against teams that really just gonna punch you in the mouth. And again, like I said, pay attention to teams in the NFL, in the NFL that will do that, especially the NFC side too, because the defenses in that they're going to be punching each other in the mouth. So we're going to see which team's going to be able to step up and which offense is going to step up. But again, going back to Florida State, they were able to throw that punch right back. And like I said, that's what impressed me about Jameis Winston because it's really the first adversity he's been through all season long. I mean, Auburn played well really the first 3.5 quarters. But that turning point of the game was when Florida State was able to get that touchdown right before half. That was huge. I know Jimbo Fisher mentioned that as well, too. If they don't have that touchdown before half or just get a field goal, to be honest with you, I don't even know if they win. So, again, that was big for them to get that touchdown going into halftime. And then, obviously, like I said, that's when I thought momentum had really shifted. So, again, huge win, too. Great discipline of Florida State. And unlike Johnny Manziel, Winston goes in his first year and he basically gets a sweep. Goes undefeated, wins the Heisman, now wins the National Championship. So, of course, my thing is I just hope he keeps his just stays away from all the distractions in the off season. I don't know if he is going to go back to baseball since he's talented there too. He probably will. So yeah, just keep your, as my college coaches say, just keep your nose clean, especially going to this off season because you're going to have all the spotlights and the cameras and whatnot on you. Also got to give congrats to somebody I played high school ball with too. He's one of the coaches at Florida State, a guy named George Hilo. So I know he's probably pumped up. He played college ball at Ole Miss, and he also played with a couple guys in the NFL, Michael Warren, Patrick Willis. So it's pretty cool that see him as an assistant coach. I think his first year getting his first national championship as well. So yeah, I've known that family. I've known his family for a long, long time. So that's pretty cool to watch as well. Also had a buddy in high school too that told me about Jameis Winston in July. So hey, he lived up to it and then some. Like I said, now if he just keeps his nose clean or whatnot for this next season coming up, don't know what else he has to prove. I guess the next thing will be if he's deciding to go and play baseball in the major leagues or go to the NFL draft after next season. But it's his choice because I don't know if he's been drafted or not as far as the majors, but I'm pretty sure it'll be coming soon. So again, big congrats to those. Last team to win the BCS, and now we're getting ready for these playoffs come next year. So just wanted to talk about that, and I'll talk to you guys later.